Hey everyone, it's Austin and welcome back to day 126 on my journey to 2000. I'll be playing chess every day until I reach the goal, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, the club as well on chess.com, and let's get into today's game. Alright. And into the rapid pool we go. If you hadn't had the chance to yet, make sure you check out yesterday's video. Yesterday's video was insane. Played against a 1900. Now we have the fantasy. It'll be good to brush up on some of my theory here before my tournament, because the fantasy is always pretty scary for me to play against. It's the opening of the Caro-Kann that I play against the least, and therefore I always feel the least prepared for this. But so far, so normal. Hi, Vincent. Hi, buddy. Alright. Opponent's taking his first think. Oh, excuse me. I think c3 is a pretty normal move for white in this position. Bishop c3, definitely. I don't know if I've ever played against bishop g5, but that looks like a kind of a logical move. In which case I think I have to play bishop d6, because if takes, I need to take back with the knight to make sure my bishop's protected from this tactic. And then after the knight recaptures, obviously this pawn is weak, so defending it with the bishop seems like a must. Ugh. Vincent likes the butt scratches. Interesting. Getting weird emails. Yeah, I mean, it's move 8, so I'm just not entirely sure what the big think is for. There are definitely plenty of still, like, normal development moves to be made. So that kind of makes me feel like I might be more familiar with the opening than my opponent, which is good. Okay. Like I said, I think in this case, this definitely has to be the move. Not only because it defends the pawn, because I got a freaking castle, man. My king is looking pretty under attack. If takes, I'm pretty sure it just takes. Takes. Check. Here. There's no check for the knight. Both defended by the queen. Not really, though, because the rook sees. The rook sees. Interesting. So I might want to play queen takes in that position. After which knight takes doesn't result in a check. Takes. No, but then both pieces, this rook has a defended attack on the queen, or on the king, a defended check. So I'm losing the queen for nothing, basically. Well, he wouldn't be able to because the queen pins the rook. He would have to take back. I'm just kind of like spitballing here. I don't think he's gonna take. I mean, he might, but we'll see. Okay, that's a lot more logical. Let's go here. Okay. He wants to play these games, so let's play these games. I have queen here. If queen there, rook there, takes, 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 doesn't look that convincing. I'm losing a piece for a pawn. I also have other ideas, though. Yeah, this could be good. Queen here. If here, takes, takes, knight here. No, but there's plenty of defenders on this knight, and all I'm doing is giving up the pawn. There's also just taking, but I feel like taking unprovoked makes no sense. Taking here for no reason makes no sense. Should I go for a queenside pawn storm? So here, 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 there. Looking pretty logical so far, and then we can immediately break with b4. Not really. He can take. So maybe after here, 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 I just go here right away. Takes. 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 Looks like it could be pretty good. Then after takes, takes, I'm doubling my pawns at some point. No, my queen is still here. Yeah, let's go for this. If I'm able to break with the pawns and undermine this pawn, that seems like pretty freaking good to me, honestly. Getting some good space, but I am thinking about queen here on the next move before I break with b4, but b4 is more forcing. Here, b4, takes, 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 here. I might not even need to move my pieces, actually. Here, here, takes, 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 here. And he's already being threatened to have this pawn just taken out from under him. Got to keep in mind that this knight is the only thing holding this pawn together. So I don't like the idea of pushing here. I think it's a lazy move. I don't think it really accomplishes anything. If anything, he may reinforce that pawn that I just mentioned as a weakness. I mean, what if I just go... This seems like it... I'd have to take first. But I don't want to take until it's actually... If I go here, he can also push. But then I take the pawn. I feel like loosening up the dark square diagonal is just like directly exploiting the fantasy. Like that is exactly what you're supposed to do, is just open up this diagonal and utilize it. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say. Just vibing for a minute. Trying to take a deep breath. There's one thing I've noticed about opponents from Germany is that they're very solid. Very solid. Sorry, I should probably not lean away from the mic too often. I know from listening to the recordings that it really, like, affects the volume. Comb out the beard one time for the boys. Beard needs a trim. On an ungodly level. Okay. I mean, naturally, this just seems like a good move. If I go here... Takes. Looks good. If I go here, takes. Yeah, I mean, this just looks like a no-brainer. I know that this pawn is hanging. Obviously, it's pinned, though, so it's not really hanging. I'm just thinking about a lot. Sorry, I'm not really vocalizing much, but I still don't think that taking is the right move for him. He needs to keep, like, this was a really good move that I did not anticipate. But I still don't think that he has the facilities to capture. And I'm just thinking about some ideas of going here, takes. And then, of course, he would have to take here before he recaptured. And then I still take this pawn. And his pieces are somewhat restricted. There's an isolated queen's pawn. I don't want to give up this bishop, though. This bishop is going to be a rock star. So I'm wondering if, like, Queen E1 is a move at some point. Or, sorry, Queen E8. Put more pressure on the E-pawn, step out of the pin. I'm so surprised he hasn't gone, like, H3 yet, honestly. That move feels so weird. I don't know, it's looking like I just want to frickin' send it, man. His pieces don't really make sense to me. I can't take here first. I would have to play this. Here. But then, of course, the problem is what I said. Takes. Bishop takes. 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 I'm winning a pawn, but... Well, I'm not winning a pawn. I would have to go here. And then he could take with the f-pawn. Or he could take with the queen, and then I'm not winning a pawn at all. Oy, oy, oy vey. I definitely don't want to invite his queen into the position. If I go here, he's going here. Which is like what I kind of don't want. Here. Yeah, that looks really bad for me. Having a really hard time calculating. I'm kind of fatigued from the other game I played. What if I don't take? What if I just go here? Then what? Then what if I go... Knight here? What if I go knight here? Here, knight here. If takes. No, it hangs the bishop. That's the problem. That's the problem in this whole thing, is that the bishop will be hanging. And if I go here, take, he can just take back with the queen, and if I open that up on my backwards f-pawn, I am just roasted. Like, let me tell you how freaking roasted I am. But I have to do something about this pin right now. Or the fact that the bishop is hanging. So let's say I go here. Oh, my bishop is in just such a bad spot for this. I don't think I can sack a piece. So this is the only move that I know for a fact is not like... It's probably not, at least, a big blunder. Yeah, I mean, sorry that you guys just had to sit there for 4.5 minutes while I basically talked about nothing. I was really entertaining the idea of playing something a little bit more critical. But of course it didn't work out. Here. Here. All right. Yeah, my bishop is really kind of not where I want it to be right here. I want my queen to be able to come here. Stuff. But now when I slide my queen away from the d8 square, this square might be available to his knight after here. If he goes here, now I can consider this type of stuff, I think. Whoa. He hates the pin. He hates the pin. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Here. Takes. Vibing. Also just this, but I feel like that move, like the F7 square. Well, I guess this is defending it now. I gotta get out of this pin. So, this is like the only logical square to go. So let's do that. Opponent is spending an ungodly amount of time. Like, I've been playing slow because he's been playing slow, and I still can't even manage to play as slow as this guy. This is good practice too, because my tournament is going to be 25 minute games, like kind of similar time control to 15. Definitely a lot closer than 10. So, not purposefully, it's been pretty good practice. So if he takes, and I go, bishop takes, I don't want to take with the bishop. I don't want to take with the bishop. But this knight, dog, here, honestly, is like a vibe right now. And then if push, that's probably scary as hell. Because if takes, three things attacking this, three things defending it. It's might be okay, but scary. Now that I'm out of the pin, I think that I might try to relieve some of the pressure by taking and then taking. These pawns have just been like basically hanging the entire game ever since I did that silly thing. I didn't want to relieve the tension in the center, but I think that this is like an awesome learning opportunity. Okay, so he finally goes there, and now this pawn is defended again. See, that's the problem. That is the problem. Yep. And now this square is weak. So my first gut reaction is this move. But we already talked about that move a little bit. This pawn is defended to hell. This check doesn't necessarily, well, it wins this pawn, so I have to defend it. I think I just have to go here. Things are scary, though. It's hard to say. Takes. He might even want to take with the pawn. There are some positions where this pawn is hanging over here. Oh god. He is after my lucky charms. This pawn's hanging. I can take, right? I mean, is this just like my only move? This feels like my only move. Can't go knight here yet. If takes, we already talked about this. Takes. Oh. I'm gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. Oh. Oh. How did I not see this? Oh, he's been playing so bad too. That's what hurts. I mean, I don't know why he's thinking again. Oh, I'm gutted. So is this my only move? And then check here. Absolutely gutted. He literally also has this check, which I'm pretty sure just leads to checkmate, straight up. He's winning 16 ways to Sunday here. But he wants to be as fancy as possible, I guess. Yeah, just, you know, you just can't lose focus, not for a second, not in a fantasy game. Finally. Okay, so this is not a move, but white's winning a lot of these positions. Engine's giving it zeros. H6, what about just this? Bishop E7 now. What about takes? Takes never works. No, sorry. Takes doesn't work because of this. That's right. G takes now this. I got the move order screwed up. This is a miss. It wanted queen b6 first. Obviously, we all talked about that move together. Going here makes more sense than moving another piece that I've already moved a couple times. This is a mistake. This is a miss. What did I have to play here? Just takes. I'm hitting the bishop. Now this. This. And it's equal. But like, how? How on earth is this equal? What about just queen takes? Why does this move lose for white? Need to defend the bishop. Knight g4 threatening mate. And black is actually winning in this position. Okay, whatever. This is a miss. Just a terrible blunder here. I mean, just a terrible, terrible blunder. Can't believe I didn't see that pin. That's so elementary. Yeah, you know you're busted when the computer is just telling you to play this. Yeah. Oops. I don't know why you wouldn't play this move instantly. I don't care if it's not checkmate yet. This is just like so winning. Okay, I'm gonna play another one because, you know, that was just upsetting. Obviously. The videos have been so long for you guys. Hope you don't mind. Okay, let's cancel and then go back in. I don't know why it's taking time. Normally it's instant. Man, I'm so upset with myself. Oh, come on. Can I abort? No, now it's too late. Okay. I mean, why? So stupid. I started this whole series. I might just like cut this part of the video, honestly. Like this is just so stupid. Pretty sure this is the right move here. This check I don't think does anything. Takes, 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 wins a pawn. So takes, takes, in which case now I can play this and go for this check. Okay. Definitely here and here. Natural follow-up moves. Does he have this? I think he might. Can I long castle? Surely not. If he goes here, I'm probably just gonna play king up. This check here, this check here. Okay. Maybe king this way makes more sense, actually. No. Yeah. Here blocks in my bishop. I'm going towards the open file, though. Here, what does he do to attack here? Yeah. Maybe this was a bit too greedy. I'm annoyed that I lost that game, and I'm even more annoyed that I'm even playing this game. Like, I'm sorry if that sounds really petty, but like, I just don't think that it makes sense for me to play against a frickin' 1350. Okay. This is probably better. Control this point. Going a3 next to prevent any knight in type stuff. And then I'm gonna go here and probably do a castle by hand type thing. Okay. Let's go here. Cool. Knight here, I think, just makes sense. I want to get my king safe before I do anything too crazy. I mean, it might be worth throwing in this move one time for the one time. Obviously, if here... No, this might have been a stupid move. There. I probably should take with the dark square bishop. Control. Make sure that I can leave my bishop here to control that. I actually think that's very important. And now I'm gonna go king up. My knight's definitely gonna go into the center. Rook's doubled on the c-file and just try to win an endgame here. Seems like a pretty decent move. Let's get total control over the c-file before we do anything. Just this move. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little tilted, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tilted. It's okay. Yeah, or that. Thankfully it doesn't drop a pawn this time. I'm up a pawn, so I'm gonna trade. And he's just created all these light squared weaknesses around his king that my knight may now be able to exploit. Okay. Can't trade everything now. What's the best way for me to get my knight involved? Probably just this. I think I need to play more in the center. Start setting all my pawns on the correct squares. I think it's weird that he wants to go for a trade. I think he's gonna go here. I can make a passed pawn right now. That seems very good. Gotta really start putting my pawns on the correct squares here. Let's see here. If takes, takes here. Can't immediately threaten to win the pawn. Here. And he will threaten to win it on the next move. Just thinking about this, but then this. King up. So that way, takes, takes, takes. This also gets my pawn on a light square. Pawns together are friends. We like friends. This move is definitely going to be next when I'm able to play it. Okay, I think that move is like kind of short-sighted. Maybe not. here I can push, but then, okay. So I think I want to hang on to the fact that this is a passed pawn. Go here, if here, here. If here, probably here. If he goes back, I'm going here, 100%. It's time for me to start just gaining space. Take it really slow, like I've said. Okay. We'll go here. So if I go check here now, where does he go? King here. I think that'd be pretty silly. Probably just gonna go king up and start winning pawns, pushing pawns. Same thing if king here. Check, king up here. I mean, this move just seems pretty good. If he goes here, I might throw in this move. That might be a waste of time, though. I should probably make him have to work for these pawns, leave this as the weakness, and make him go all the way over there to chase it. In the meantime, I'm winning in the center and on the queen side. Okay. I do think that was the correct move, because it's very clear that my play is on this side of the board. I think a mistake here would be pushing immediately. Then you're giving him this square. And it's like, the whole premise of king and pawn endgames is to not let your opponents have, like, anything. Just give them no play. I think I can give check now. Check here. Yeah, I can definitely give check, because if he goes there, it just wins the bishop. He literally has to go back, and then I'm just going here anyway, setting this pawn here, and just like... good vibrations. Yeah, good game, buddy. I mean, like... obviously, I had to win that game. Like, if I lost that game, y'all probably wouldn't have seen me for a week. Okay, so let's go. Full screen. I had one miss and one inaccuracy, and that's it. Great move. This is an inaccuracy because a3 is very strong. I mean, makes sense. Okay, so that was technically the best move. Okay, and this is the best move now. Getting out of danger and hitting this pawn. What's his best move? Defending. King e2 now, and now just play the same game with more pieces on the board. He kept trying to... okay, so this was a hanging pawn. I saw this. I felt like... again, like... it felt like he had play over here and I didn't. Maybe that's short-sighted. The way that I wanted to do it was just to keep everything very closed, very controlled. I mean, this is just... I feel like this is token Austin right here. Just like... control the game. Yeah, let's see what this is. So yeah, see, this is an inaccuracy. Drops it by almost a point. This is definitely a move that I would have played in the past. Like before I've studied some endgames and had some end game understanding. Because it's like, okay, I have a pass pawn, I need to push it, right? You do, but be patient. Here, you could say that I was playing for tricks, but my idea was to go here, here. And the idea is he can just never touch this square. If he takes first and then goes here, I'm just winning these pawns. Sorry, not that. This. Or even better, just this and push this pawn. But obviously it's completely winning. So that was... Oh, I thought I only had one inaccuracy. It said I only had one inaccuracy, but then when I look at the lines, I see two. Is it just me, or did it just say that this move was an inaccuracy? I don't know. I need to go to bed. Yeah, obviously this just wins the bishop. I don't know. Try to extract some educational value out of this. The whole idea of my opening here is... I don't usually like to do this because it's so easily defended. Queen a4, threatening discover check. c6. Well, it's already saying +1, so maybe I need to consider this more. So here, what's the best move for him? Bishop d6 makes a lot more sense, but then I'm taking with the knight. Nah, I would definitely take with the knight here. That's so weird. I guess here I still have opportunities to go rook c1 and try for the same thing. Yeah, c takes is the best move. If knight takes, we're not scared of this. f3 to threaten a fork. Yeah, this is very high level stuff. Like, your opponent, you know, you're just hounding them, you know? They made one little inaccuracy and then you're just laying it on. Yeah, I was honestly more afraid of this move. Because I felt like I really want my bishop to be over there. And yeah, this is just saying equal now, even though I'm up a pawn. And I didn't want that move so badly that I played this move. But of course, this move comes with tempo, so it's not a big deal. And his best move after this would be rook ac to do it anyway, to sack the exchange. Wow. This is insane. Oh my god, this is so scary. Look at all of his pieces coming in right here. But it says +2. Whatever. Just trying to extract some educational value out of this. The idea of this opening, which is what I was going for, sorry, is this diagonal becomes weak. You're threatening this pawn. Going b6 is a bad move, considerably. It's much better to go here, so that way, if I were to take, you could counterattack, and things like that. Taking is the best move, but after knight b4, rook c1, he can... Going check, I just move my king, basically, is the idea. Like, I'm not going to take anything, I'm not going to do anything crazy. Oh, it wants you to take. That's funny. Just giving up a rook for a piece. Giving up an exchange, I should say. But now this comes with pretty good effect. Can't defend the rook anymore. So you need to trade the queens. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a blunder. Why is this a blunder? Because takes, and this is hanging, and this is all getting screwed, I guess. Probably. Anyway, the idea is that these pieces are all converging kind of on these two pawns. And this pawn is made very weak by the bishop coming out early and solidified by the fact that they closed the pawn chain. So you want to try to exploit that. Plain and simple. pawn takes, I didn't like this. I know it's kind of stupid because you just get the passed pawn. But it's like, I don't know. Again, it just felt like I was controlling the game more. Here I already have a passed pawn, that's fantastic. Here I have a weird blockaded pawn. This pawn is passed, but like, I don't know. They're both winning, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, beat that game to death a little bit. Might as well go back and look at the first one. Oops. So this is all book until this point. H6 is the best move, bishop h4. So book-wise, c3 is the most common continuation here. Then bishop d6, bishop g5, now, and then we just castle, and that's kind of the difference. Now we're threatening the pawn, potentially. So he had like all the moves in there, he just played them in a different order, perhaps. Queen c7. Fantastic. And this makes a lot more sense than what I was doing. Keeping it more controlled, like I was just saying. See, look here, queen c7, best move. And in this position, black wins 45% of games. Let's just pick a random move and play it the rest of the way through. So queen e1 is the best move, and now we're actually scoring much better for white. Bishop h5. Queen h4. Bishop g6. Oh my god, this is scary. Rook ae8. Turtling. Oh wow, now we're into interesting territory. Wow. I definitely wouldn't want to play any of that. But it's the only thing that's scoring well for black. Technically, this game that we're following right now, we'll follow it the whole way through, just for a little example game. Wow. Wow. Just to give you guys an idea of how crazy the fantasy games are, and white resigned in this position because there's just nothing. As close as he seems to being able to attack our king, there's just nothing. You can't even defend this knight. Wow. I'm gonna run through that again. This is back to my game. Alright, never mind. Never mind. So in this game, it said I played like a 1600 and he played like a 2050. Which I feel like is kind of insulting. Makes sense that this was a bad move, though. I could definitely see a type of position where after queen c7... I don't know. It's worth noting that white can never really take this pawn. Because you're just pinning. Obviously. Queen e2. Defending the bishop. Definitely taking that. Is check any good here? Check is the second best engine move. Bishop takes on f3 is the best move. And it wants pawn takes. Wow. h6. What if we just go back? This is a mistake because of this check, and now we're just moving the knight out of the way, I guess. Bishop f2. Okay, this is weird. Queen c7 hitting the pawn. So you need to not worry about your... You need to cover this diagonal. That's what the idea is. I don't know, just trying to extract more and more value. You guys know how it goes. Oh god, we're over an hour. Okay, that's enough. Alright, y'all. If you're seeing this, then tomorrow is my tournament. So make sure to just like spam the comments wishing me good luck and stuff. Hop in the Discord, wish me good luck. I'm gonna be on the Discord the entire day. I'm not gonna give anybody updates, but I'll just be like, oh, the first game was a doozy, or the second game I played against an 11-year-old, or like, you know, whatever. Tournament coming up, join the club on chess.com. Make sure to do that. What else? What else? I was just thinking of something very important. I guess it couldn't have been that important, huh? Alright, well. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It is super important. I just hit 900 subs. So thank you guys so much. I've been wanting to say that by the end of the year, we want to hit 1K. We're on track to do that. Please help me out. You know, we're so close, and then I'll feel like a real YouTuber. Alright, thanks guys. See you tomorrow.